Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with a new review. Happy Friday, Cologne crew. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're staying positive during these crazy times that we are in, indeed. And before I begin my review, I wanted to quickly say a couple things. First, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Since last week, we have had just an absolute tsunami of subscribers, and I sincerely appreciate that. And then over here, somewhere, one of these in the editing, I will add the channel trailer because I'd like you to check out how I review and what I do in my channel. I don't want to keep repeating that in every episode. So check that out. Check out my channel and welcome aboard. So the second thing I wanted to say too is that today I am celebrating one of my episodes goes over the 1,000 view mark. They say you're supposed to celebrate every milestone. So I officially now have one episode that has gone over basically what most kids on YouTube get per hour for showing a room tour. But you know what? You have to celebrate everything, right? So Gold, my Amwash Gold review is going over 1,000 views today. In fact, you could be the person that is the 1,000th viewer. Okay, so in this week, we are taking a look at Flirtation by Babylon Fragrances. And I hesitated just for a second because I almost said Tuxedo. You guys know that last couple episodes I've been working on this house. My friend and subscriber Wes sent me a box of Babylon Fragrances, and so I'm going through them right now. And on their website, we don't even have to pretend whether these are clones or not, because on their website, they state that essentially. They say like inspired by, and then they mention the designer or niche fragrance. And so Flirtation by Babylon Fragrances is based on Tuxedo by YSL. And so the question that begs to be asked is this cheaper alternative to Tuxedo worth it? Stay tuned and find out. All right, welcome back. So before we dive in with Flirtation, let's go ahead and talk real quick about Tuxedo by YSL. So this is Tuxedo is a 2015 release, and it's a chypre, so Chypre. And as I mentioned in previous episodes, chypre is French for cypress, and so a specific type of perfume. And it is part of their Le Vestiaire des Parfums collection, which means wardrobe perfumes. And so it's kind of an homage to their iconic clothing line at YSL. That's the way they label it. And these are unisex fragrances, which one thing I do find a little odd is that for a unisex fragrance, it's called Tuxedo. But I think there are 5 or 6. You guys can correct me on that. Anyway, Tuxedo has a beautiful bottle, if nothing else, but it really is a pleasant scent. So and it's an EDP, and it comes in a 125 milliliter bottle. All right, so let's take a look at Flirtation now. Aquí, Flirtation. So Flirtation has many notes. The notes that are listed, I'm going to read them here for you, but then I'll tell you the ones that really stick out are patchouli, ambergris, black pepper, violet leaf, vanilla, rose, coriander, and bergamot. Now, the big 4 for me are definitely patchouli, definitely violet leaf, definitely ambergris, and then I don't know if I want to use the word dirty or bourbon, but a kind of a bourbon vanilla. It's not a very like a dessert like vanilla. It's it's a little bit more of a bourbon, like it has like a whiskey in it vanilla. So a little bit of a darker vanilla. I really like it. And so those are the big 4 for me. This one is a complex fragrance. It does change over time. It's not linear, and it's bold. That would be the adjective that I would use for this fragrance, which is bold. So those are the notes. Now, so EDP is Tuxedo, and then this one is a parfum. Now, as far as projection goes, you're going to get about an elbow's length away from your body. It's not going to be a full arm, but I actually appreciate that about this one. Just to get it out of the way, whether you get Flirtation or Tuxedo, these are what I would say are ultra romantic fragrances. And so I like the fact that projection is not too much. Again, this is a 4 to 6 hour when it comes to longevity. I would have liked a little bit more, but then again, I don't spray on my clothes. So if you guys spray on your clothes and hair, you might even get more. But because this is such a romantic, intimate fragrance, I like the fact that it actually does have about a 6 hour and stays relatively close. Now, one thing that I really appreciate about this one is the sillage. The sillage is fantastic. I love the scent trail. So when you come in and out of rooms, people are going to notice that, and they're going to be able to pick up that smell for quite a long time. So this would be perfect for some sort of social event at night. Again, kind of in a romantic setting. If you were out with your partner, that's of course wonderful. But if you also wanted to garner compliments and be noticed, you would like this because it has a certain allure to it that it begs to be discovered and not announced. So I really appreciate about this one, and it makes me want to check out. I have smelled Tuxedo before, and I can say that they smell quite similar, but I would like to actually get either a sample and or a full bottle because I really appreciate this one. I had a blast wearing this one. In fact, I think I have just enough to finish off the review today. So that's the projection, longevity, and sillage. And then I also wanted to talk about, so Tuxedo is part of a unisex line, and it truly is. I guess if I had to say, it would be slightly masculine, but the bottom line is it. I mean, this is a truly pleasant scent. I've said that actually for the last couple Babylon fragrances. I feel kind of bad about that because I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it really is the case. I mean, I know they're trying to promote the notion of transcending gender and age and just put out a pleasant scent. And I hate to be one who uses buzzwords and goes along with the marketing, but actually it is that way. This is truly a pleasant, romantic, sensual, attractive, sexy scent. And so this is going to be very pleasing to anyone. Because of the Tuxedo, I think we'll end up getting more guys buying it just because of the name itself. But the bottom line is, if I really had to, I would say feminine, masculine, unisex is right down the middle, and just maybe slightly toward the masculine side. And I say that just because when I think of people actually wearing it, I think you're going to see mostly guys, right? But I think some of that is because a lot of the guys were gifted this fragrance by a woman, because I think the ladies are really going to like this on their man. This is another fragrance that reminds me of something like what a woman imagines a man to smell like, what she wants a man to smell like. It's just extremely inviting and unique and bold, and adjectives just abound today. So that's gender, and then as far as age, I think you would probably see 30 and up. I mean, it does have rose. It is a chypre. I feel like with the notes and the complexity and the type of fragrance that it is, I think you're going to see 30 and up as those who actually own it and or have it as a signature scent. Also, let me know in the comment box if you have it as a signature scent. That'd be cool, whether this one or Tuxedo. So when it comes to events, this one is not terribly versatile, but that works to its advantage, because this one is definitely weekend romantic getaway. This one is definitely a date night out. This one is definitely wanting to get noticed at a social event. This will garner compliments. You will get noticed. I don't know if this is definitely not an office scent. I would probably say that for most chypres anyway, but well, depending if it doesn't project too much. But this one in particular is definitely not for the daytime. It's not for the office. I think this one has a very specific use. So for the I just want to put on perfume and cologne every day and smell good types, this probably won't work for you. So if you're looking for a specific fragrance though that you will keep for just special occasions, romantic ones, then I think you would really like either Flirtation or Tuxedo. So I began the episode by asking whether or not this is worth it. So I saw that the 125 mil of Tuxedo is around 190, I think it was, and then this one is $59, but for 50 milliliter. So if you do the math, you're looking at we'll call it 60. So 60 plus 60 is 120 plus 30, 150. So for $150, you can get a clone, and so for $40 more, I would suggest absolutely getting Tuxedo. Now this one, the only exception would be is that this one is a parfum. It's the Tuxedo is the EDP. So maybe this one would have way better longevity. I can't speak to that, but other than that, I would say you would definitely. I'm going to get Tuxedo. That's the one I'm going to go with because the bottle is just beautiful, and for $40 extra, I mean, it's not really worth for me to save $40 to get a clone. I'd rather just spend the money and get the beautiful bottle, get the original, get the house that took the chance, that rolled the dice, and offered this extremely artistic creation. What a joy it was to wear this week. So that is. Versatility. We talked about occasion, gender. Now, seasons are another one is going to be pretty easy. This is definitely a fall, winter, and it's definitely a nighttime. I've already said that. So for strictly season, this would definitely be for the cooler climates. I don't know. This wouldn't really do so hot. No pun intended. That was not a bad dad joke. It really wasn't. It would not do so hot in the summer. So I would say this is perfect for this time of year because it's starting to get cool here, and yeah, definitely a fall winter fragrance, definitely a nighttime, and definitely romantic. So you see, it really has a mission, and it has a goal, and it has a purpose in your collection, doesn't it? I love that about Tuxedo and Flirtation. So this one's pretty easy. I'm going to go 4 out of 5 sprays on this one, and you guys know, and I will cue the boo, that when it's a clone, I just can't pull off a 5 out of 5. I just like the notion that a house went out there, rolled the dice, and offered some sort of artistic creation and took a chance, and that goes to YSL. So these guys produce something that is a fantastic cologne, a clone. Excuse me. Well, it is a fantastic cologne, and it is also a fantastic clone of YSL Tuxedo. But I think I would reserve my cash for YSL. That said, I am sad to see this one go. We're going to go 1 on each wrist and 1 on each side of the neck. Boom. 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 Oh man, you know what? I'm just to celebrate my 1000th view on Amouage Gold. I'm going to give you one. Okay, here we go. And as I said, thoroughly enjoyed this one. I'm not sure that it can be beat with Babylon fragrances. I have a funny feeling that this will end up being my favorite one. So have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you next Friday. And keep the comments coming. And always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. I will say that in this channel, I average one new subscriber per day. And so what is really cool about that is, for me personally, when I sat down to create this channel and think of ways to share my passion with you guys, it is so cool to me to think that every day one person sits down and watches an episode of mine for the first time and subscribes. So if that person is you, let me know in the comment box below. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So there you go. The other thing is, I want to say my next milestone for subscribers is 1,000. I am practically 1/4 there. So we will just keep chugging along, because my sincere goal is to take over PewDiePie. Okay? No, I'm kidding. But thanks for subscribing.